It's the Trash Talk Tailgate. It's the Trash Talk Tailgate. It's the Trash Talk Tailgate. Welcome to the Trash Talk Tailgate.
If you're Georgia, aren't you concerned about Carson Beck? Like, this dude just cannot stop turning the ball over.
It's definitely an issue.
Yeah.
You can't say it's not an issue.
Despite what Kirby Smart says.
Yeah, but there is some only lost one game, man. And that was an absolute dogfight to say anything other than.
They almost came on Alabama's backs.
They did almost do it. And so, yes, obviously you don't want your quarterback throwing 3 picks. But when your quarterback is doing his thing the way that Carson Beck is doing, in the end of games and the way that he's icing up, it's so hard to really want to mess with him because at least the product is working. It's a real bad conundrum. I can imagine being a coach for a player like Carson Beck is hard because you're getting the outcome you want. He is winning football, but he's obviously doing stuff wrong. But what happens if you tweak something that he's doing wrong and all of a sudden the boy can't win a football game?
I think I kind of disagree with you on that. A really great coach once said, I will never accept anything in a win that I wouldn't in a loss. And if Georgia had lost this game, we'd all be talking about how Carson Beck threw the game away.
But they didn't.
But still, that would have,
I get it. But
you still have to clean it up, though.
He does, and I'm not disagreeing. He definitely needs to clean it up. Yeah. But I can understand there's a conundrum of wanting to think. How do you clean it up? What do you give that kid to clean it up? What's the advice? What's the technique? Is it honestly? And this is half a joke and half not a joke. They need to get in touch with whoever the hell at LSU got that VR program that they taught Jaden Daniels to use. I feel like that should be industry standard already, if it's not. Because I feel like a lot of times when you see quarterback troubles with a quarterback, it is that visualization stuff. It's the timing in a game. It's those moment decisions. And a program like that, we've seen what Jaden Daniels has been able to do in the NFL with the best of Georgia's athletes.
It's just,
anybody there for that joke? Come on. The best of Georgia's athletes. Just saying that the NFL is all Georgia players. Anyways.
Okay.
It's not that funny of a joke, but it was funny.
It'd be more funny if it was the Eagles, but I don't know of any Georgia players on the Commanders, to be honest.
I don't either, but it was just a joke that Georgia's usually so good that a lot of their players go to the league.
It went over my head, just like another Carson Beck pass.
God. Into someone else's arms.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I think that's the real thing is what advice or how would you approach trying to work with Carson Beck?
I think it's pretty obvious by now, and I'm sure the Georgia coaches see this because they get paid millions of dollars. If you pressure him, he just kind of goes deer in headlights sometimes, and he just if you pressure him, he just legit just chucks it. And he'll just chuck it right to the defender, hit him right in the arms. I don't think he sees it very well when you pressure him. So I just think you really have to work with them. Hey, if you get pressure, these are the looks that we're thinking we're going to get. We're going to go here with the ball. We're going to go here with the ball. You always have to have hot reads ready, get certain coverages that you think you're going to see based on all the film. So I think that would be the best way to work with Carson Beck. it just honestly, Georgia's offense just kind of looks off. They've just kind of looked off all year.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree, man. What up, Whitty, by the way? But yeah, we definitely, it is not ideal seeing Lagway get hurt. That the difference between that offense pre and post Lagway was significant. And Georgia, that's exactly what we're talking about as you come in here, man. The turnover game is the problem for Georgia, but I feel like there's got to be a very specific way you go at it. I think the summary for Dr. Preston is you got to scheme up quick plays with pre-identified targets. If I'm wrong. And work around the pressure that teams are giving them because you've definitely seen it in the past few weeks. The pressure is starting to ramp up. They're seeing this Carson Beck flaw around the NCAA, around the SEC, and if there's one place don't want to be when your problem is pressure is the SEC, because every single one of those defenses is full of monsters and killers.